Look, athletes are dropping like flies because of so many rolled ankles, torn meniscus, torn ACLs, all these different types of bone or ligament or joint problems. And I have a simple yet effective solution for this. So in this video, we're going to be talking about my principles when it comes to healing and what I'm doing currently to heal my ankle. More on that in a little bit, but let's get into it. So I'm a big fan of basketball, and every year there's always some type of big superstar, some big high profile injury taking place in the league. And that goes for any really contact sports. Well, more often for them at least. And today I was looking through our reviews. There's someone by the name of Alicia, and she left an amazing review for our bone repair formula. It is one of our newest formulas targeting, the repairing of bones, the reconstruction of bones, the healing of bones and, tissues and things like that. So, Alicia here wrote this. Let me read it to you. Quote, "Awesome. I purchased the bone repair. I have a torn meniscus. Within 3 days, I noticed that my knee is stronger. This is day 7 without wearing my knee brace. I have told everyone at work about this stuff and I will be ordering again. Thanks, Life to Plant Weight," end quote. Now, notice how she said just within 3 days, her torn meniscus was already feeling stronger. By day 7, she was not wearing a knee brace. A lot of people get it confused and they think that herbal medicine isn't really, too strong, I guess. They usually recommend surgeries and all these tough medications. And in my head, a lot of these medications, a lot of these solutions that they see, that they know of, they were once rooted in plant medicine. We can't forget the roots of this medical system, of this system of healing, of the system of health care, if that's what they want to call it. We can't forget that it was rooted in plants. So a lot of people will be surprised by this review from Alicia talking about how in 7 days she wasn't wearing a knee brace after a torn meniscus. I'm not. Okay, because I've seen the power of herbs. And if you've watched our channel, you have seen the power of herbs too. And hopefully, if you have shopped from us, you have seen the power of herbs as well. Okay, so today I want to talk about the principles on how Alicia is able to have this fast of a recovery, from something that severe. Okay, the first principle being, you must understand that the blood is what heals. It is what rebuilds, I should say. Last night when I was driving, I saw a car accident. And there was a truck. It was completely destroyed. And in order to fix that problem, think of that truck as a collision to your knee and getting a torn meniscus. Now imagine, you start to think, what exactly do we need in order to get this road flowing again? Okay, how can we clear the obstruction? How can we clear the damage and get the flow of traffic going again? Because if anything stays stuck for too long, it creates some type of degrading. Degrading. So, for example, for water, it'll create some type of mold. It'll create some type of, destruction to wherever it is being held. Inside the body, if you are looking for more stagnant blood is never just going to stop moving until you die. But when we look at more stagnant blood that's not moving as fast as it should, that leads to more coagulation, more just stickiness, more acidity, more degradation. Okay? If we look at it in the terms of the lymphatic system or the sewage system or the waste system, okay, we can look at it as, acidosis and acidifying and fermenting and these different types of things happening. All because something is stagnant. Nothing is really meant to be stagnant in this universe. Everything is always flowing. Okay, and the more resistance to that flow, the more dis-ease we get. Okay, the body is no different, regardless if it's a bone or an organ or a gland or fluid. We cannot have stagnation. So in this accident, I saw, all right, if we compared it to the body, who is going to be, what are the different layers? What are the different branches, or what are the different things that need to happen, or the people that need to show up in order to get this thing flowing again? So the very first thing that happened was you had this kind of cleanup crew. Okay? This cleanup crew. And the cleanup crew came and it swept all the debris away. Okay? It transported the destroyed vehicle. Okay? It transported it away. Okay? And now you have the police coming out, or the crossing guards, whatever you want to call those guys, that are directing traffic and getting the flow to continue again. Okay? Now, if I look at it in the body, the tow truck and the street sweepers, or whatever you want to call them, they could be like the lymphatic system of the body, because they are taking care of the collision, the initial damage, the initial, material that needs to be cleared, that caused that disruption, that caused that stagnation. We need something to clear them out. Okay? Because it's stopping, let's say, things like blood from coming in, or things like the nerve, the neurological energy, the nervous system, the electrical system of your body from sending in electricity. So it's either going to be stopping the blood, or it's going to be stopping the electricity. Okay, so this lymphatic system needs to be moving at all times. Now, in order to get it moving for humans, there's a couple different things that we can do. We can either begin to move, begin to stretch, begin to consciously breathe, and different breathing exercises, different breathing patterns. Okay? And then there's also the electrical movement that's going on from your nervous system. That's moving. That's the pump. That's the electrical pump. We have the manual pump, workout, run, whatever, get the sweat, massage, That's the physical, the real physical pump. And then you have the electrical pump. Okay, and that is the nervous system. Now, in order for everything to start coming in, all these flows of blood, all this flow of electricity start coming in, that destruction needs to be removed. That's where the lymph system comes in. The blood now comes in, or that policeman or cross guard comes in to start healing up that traffic, to start getting it moving again. Okay? So the blood comes into the area of destruction and brings in the nutrients, brings in the life. Okay? They could be the ones repairing the road, repairing the light that they crashed into, the fence that they crashed into, and what have you. In the body, they are bringing the life. The lymphatic system is removing the death. The blood is bringing in the life. Okay, the vitality. And so is the nervous system, the electrical system. It's bringing in that power. Okay? The lymphatic system, if it's on the street, it removes the truck that crashed into the light pole. The blood is the one that brings that light pole and fixes it and puts it back up, standing upright. And then the electrical or the nervous system comes in and lights that light pole back up. To break it down super duper simple to you guys. That is my philosophy and kind of my perspective when it comes to how to heal broken bones, broken joints, things like that, torn, broken, whatever. Now, a lot of people go to these surgeries and things like that, or they have physical exercises and stuff like that. Some people's problem is that they introduce even more damage. Okay? They either don't eliminate the original damage that was done, all the broken bones, all the dead cells from the impact and stuff like that. They don't remove it, or they introduce even more. Maybe they try to dug it out, they try to push through it, or they have a really abrasive and invasive surgery, tears this and breaks that in order to fix this and that. Okay, that can add more damage to it. So in my opinion, and really not even an opinion because I've done this with so many people, my knowing is that in order to fix any torn or broken, meniscus or whatever it may be, first you need to move the damage out. You cannot leave that damage there. You cannot leave whatever is broken, whatever cells died, you can't leave it in there. Okay, because it's just going to rot. Any death is going to rot. I don't care what type of species you are, from the smallest of the cell to the largest of the animal. Okay? Any death is going to rot. It's going to putrefy. It's going to decay. It's going to acidify. That is just nature. Okay? That is just a law. Now, after you remove, and the way really that you could remove, if you can't move, if you can't run, hit the saunas. Hit the saunas. That's my favorite way of doing it. Okay? Hit the saunas because you're going to be it's going to forcibly secrete dead tissue, dead waste, dead whatever through your pores. Drink lots of water and drink lots of fruit juices. These are ways that you can get the damage moving. Massage the area if you can. Acupuncture to that area if you can. Go to a chiropractor if you can. Get an alignment. Make sure things are in alignment so that you could move things properly. Move things freely. Okay? These are different ways that you can remove the initial damage. Then you want to bring in the life. You want to bring in the blood. This is where you can do things like the sauna is great, but you can also do things like rubbing cayenne and castor oil on that area. Get a little bit of cayenne, maybe like half a teaspoon, some castor oil in your palm, and you rub that thing very, very fast. Or just very, very, intentionally, with some force, con fuerza, okay? And when your hand starts warming up, this is when you're going to apply it to that area. That's going to draw blood to that area. Doing a ginger poultice will draw blood to that area. Soaking your feet, if it's in your feet or your ankle or wherever it is, your wrist, your elbow, whatever it is, soaking it in some ginger and cinnamon tea. Obviously, let it cool down a little bit. You want it hot enough to where you can stick it in there, but not hot enough to where it's going to burn you. Okay? So these are different ways that you can get blood moving into the space. Okay? When the blood comes into the space, it's going to start healing. Yes, it's probably going to be some swelling if there isn't swelling already. Okay, but that is a good sign. That is just the body protecting that area. Okay, that is the body bringing water, the body bringing blood, the body bringing maybe fats, whatever it needs to soothe that inflammation that's going on. Okay? So, your body will provide the electricity naturally. Some things you can do is drink lots of electrolytes, whether that be from your spring water or that coconut water, which is one of my favorites. Coconut water and lime is one of my favorite ones. But these are the different things that you could do in order to, 1, move the damage along, 2, bring in the blood, and 3, bring in the nerves, the neurological energy, the electrical energy. All of these are going to be healing it. Okay? All of these are going to be healing those areas. Okay? Another tip before I end the video is fasting. Okay? Fasting. The more that you fast, the more that your body can focus on recovery. There is a reason why if your pet gets hurt, they just sleep and eat very, very, very little, if anything. They mostly just drink. There's a reason why they do that. They innately know. When it is healing time, it is not eating time. When it is healing time, it is not consuming time. When it is healing time, it is elimination time. It is resting time. Okay, it's not working and digesting. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope you can give us a review like Alicia, or have that type of experience in your life if you're suffering from an injury. If you made it to this part of the video, you might as well go ahead and subscribe, baby, because, you know, we spending time together. You know what I mean? Okay? Thank you for tuning into this video. I'm going to keep you guys updated on my ankle and how I sprained it during a basketball game. But I'm going to be using herbs in order to heal that back up within the 2 weeks that we have till playoffs. So I'm keeping everybody updated on our personal page, on my personal page, Joseph Octaviani. That is Instagram and TikTok, Joseph Octaviani. Okay? Appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next video.